Part 6, Chapter 23 of the Manxman. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Manxman by Sir Caine, Part 6, Chapter 23. Half an hour later, the keep, the courtyard, and the passage to the portcullis were filled with an immense crowd. Ladies thronged the 2 flights of external steps to the prisoners' chapel and the council chambers. Men had climbed as high as to the battlements, and were looking down over the beetle-browed walls. All eyes were on the door to the debtors' side of the prison, and a path from it was being kept clear. The door opened, and Philip and Kate came out. There was no other exit, and they must have taken it. He was holding her firmly by the hand, and half leading, half drawing her along. Under the weight of so many eyes her head was held down, but those who were near enough to see her face knew that her shame was swallowed up in happiness and her fear in love. Philip was like a man transfigured. The extreme pallor of his cheeks was gone. His step was firm, and his face was radiant. It was the common remark that never before had he looked so strong, so buoyant, so noble. This was the hour of his triumph, not that within the walls. This when his sin was confessed, when conscience had no power to appall him, when the world and the pride of the world were beneath his feet, and he was going forth from a prison cell, hand in hand with the fallen woman by his side, to face the future with their bankrupt lives. And she? She was sharing his fiery ordeal. Before her outraged sisters and all the world she was walking with him in the depth of his humiliation, at the height of his conquest, at the climax of his shame and glory. Once for a moment she halted and stumbled, as if under the hot breath that was beating upon her head. But he put his arm about her, and in a moment she was strong. The sun dipped down from the great tower onto his upturned face, and his eyes were glistening through their tears. The End. The Manxman by Sir Caine. The End.